The following is a paid program for Cutlery Corner brought to you by Frost Cutlery.
Welcome into Cutlery Corner Network. I'm Todd Boone. I hope you all staying well, the best you possibly can, folks. We're going to take this time to liquidate some merchandise. Yes, we've not really ever done quite like what you are about to see on one of the special shows that we do here at Cutlery Corner. Again, thank you so very much for joining us, and God bless all of the healthcare professionals across this nation of ours and our first responders. You need to stay safe. I know it's difficult, folks. Try to stay safe. And our veterans, of course, thank you so very, very much for your service. Well, we have a 150,000 square foot warehouse. It's 3 stories tall. This is the time of the year that I really, really like, because we got underway doing inventory about pretty much the week after Christmas, and it's been going on and on. It's a lot of knives to count, a lot of stuff that we're finding. Well, we found fixed blades, and then we also have fixed blades that we do not have a great deal of, hence how 2020, a Fistful of Blades, was born. So here's what all we're going to do. It's $245. You have a 30-day money-back satisfaction guarantee. There are actually a lot more knives, a lot more fixed blades than we had room to show you. But you know what? We got a lot of them up here. All different types. There are machetes, the Akapi machetes, which I'll be referencing to several times throughout this Fistful of Blades presentation. We're not going to receive any more of those from CAS for whatever the reason may be. It's a company that's been building those that started out in 1902. Now, they're in South Africa, so we're going to use this collection, and we're going to move those out the door. Now, they are not going to have sheaths. Been building nice, folks. They know what they're doing. They're still going to be manufacturing the machetes. We're just not going to be getting them from the source that we had been getting, buying those from for about the last 10 years. Good stuff. It's that time of the year. The weather's warming, spring is upon us, and people are heading to the outdoors. Turkey season opening up in most states. There's just all kinds of different reasons: fishing, hunting, hiking, backpacking, to have yourself a nice fixed blade. But when you purchase this collection at a greatly, greatly reduced price tag of $245, you're going to have 20 fixed blades at your disposal, and they're not going to be duplicated. However, 19 of them we're going to be selecting, because this 16.5-inch Howling Wolf Custom, that is going to be guaranteed in every single order. A custom piece back from the 1990s that Jim Frost came out with and designed. That is a whole heck of a lot of knife, folks. All 16.5 inches of it. That is a stainless steel guard. I call this a Tiger Eye Frostwood handle. All right, it's a laminated hardwood, and you have a stainless steel, basically a pommel on it, and that is capping off the blade that actually rat tails through that beautiful wooden handle. So it's like a rasp or a file. So with your purchase of 2020, the Fistful of Blades collection, 20 fixed blade knives are going to be in your order. This one is the Howling Wolf was going to be guaranteed in every single order that goes out the door. That's a $199.95 retail on that fixed blade, folks, and you're going to own one. And then a whole bunch of other merchandise. We're going to have items that are low in inventory. There's some of these fixed blades we just really do not have a great deal of. That is one of the original chip-aways that's done in a banana bone. That's all hand-carved. There aren't a great deal of those. That was one of the first builds that they ever came out with. There are going to be knives that we have a little extra stock on than what we feel comfortable with. And then there are going to be knives that we're going to have 30, 36, 48, very, very low quantities. And what this item does, it gives all of the customers who shop with us a very, very good value, a good deal. That's what we want because you're helping us out. We could waste a lot of airtime showing merchandise like that Stagalon chip-away that you're looking at right now. That is a Stagalon. That custom piece, we don't have a great deal of them. So why burn airtime? People like this. We have been doing this type of concept with fixed blades and pocket knives and others, but in particularly fixed blades for about 20 years, folks. There is a reason for that. People are happy with what they receive because they're receiving a value. We're going to have a minimum retail of roughly right in the vicinity of $800. Some of the retail is going to go up, skyrocket up there a little bit, about $1,100 in pricing. So you're getting a bang for your buck in a fistful of blades. They're all going to have sheaths. And they're all going to be gift boxed. They're not seconds. They're not returns. No cosmetic defects or anything like that. This just simply said is an item to help us move out a lot of low quantity and then a little bit of the higher quantity merchandise. And at the same time, giving each and every single one of you a really, really, really good value. Dealers really pick up on these. If you bought one of these from us before, this type of item from us before, you're familiar with what we do, you might really consider purchasing 2 collections. This will be a short run set. You know, there's 20 fixed blades in it, so we're going to move them out. It's going to take care of business and get the job done probably within just, I don't know, a few weeks or something. And most of this inventory is going to be spoken for. It's $245. So this is what we're going to, here's the deal I'm going to make to you. You have a 30-day money-back satisfaction guarantee. If you are absolutely just not happy with the product that you receive at that $245 price tag, which is an incredible price breakdown of only $12.25 a fixed blade Bowie knife or whatever, you can return the whole entire collection. 30-day money-back guarantee. We're going to make this available on a flex payment. All right, this is how it's going to work. It's going to be a very heavy, you know, fixed blades weigh a lot more than pocket knives do, and there are going to be 20 of them. So it's $122.50 if you opt to use your credit card and go flex pay. We cut it to the bone. There is going to be a shipping and handling charge that is only $7.99 for 20 fixed blade knives. Not only are you guaranteed the $199 16.5-inch Howling Wolf, you're also going to be guaranteed a machete. We have several different machetes, which anymore they're almost just kind of like big Bowie knives that are 25 inches in length, but they'll have a shoulder harness sheath unless it's the Akapi. All right, if it's one of the Akapi brands, they're good. It's $10.95. Carbon steel, they're not going to have a sheath. So this is what we're going to do for you. Try it out. $7.99, lowball, major special shipping and handling price. If you use FlexPay, it's $122.50 and the $7.99. And then 30 days, basically 30 days from the day that you make the purchase, you'll be charged the additional $122.50 only. Now, that's the best we can do, folks. It's as good as it gets. If you order it on FlexPay, we're going to send it to you. You have that 30-day time period. Basically, you can spend that time way before your second installment of $122.50 only is even come about, and you can send it back. if you're not going to be happy with it. But I actually don't believe that that is going to be an issue at all, none whatsoever. I believe more customers are going to want to purchase another one of these than we'll ever have to worry about anybody wanting to send one of these back. I mean, when we're selling brand new fixed blade knives for only $12.25, yes, we are going to have a tremendous amount of response. I mean, we're starting out. The lowest that we could come up with, folks, was $800. $800 worth of retail for only a $245 price tag. A significant amount's really going to, that's the lowest we could come up with. Most of it's going to be more than that, folks. All right, so here is how this works. This is a custom Quicksilver. This is one of our legendary fixed blade knives. If you watch these special shows that we do on the cable channels, more than likely at one point in time you've seen one of our Quicksilvers. They are sharp as razor blades. It's a $65 retail on that Quicksilver, and then there are a couple of other different blade variations. But all in all, they're pretty much the exact same size. It's 3CR13 MOV high carbon stainless steel, and most all of them are $65 retail. Well, we're not going to have a great deal of Quicksilvers. Now, due to the fact that there are about 5 different designs, and mostly it's blade design and or blade finish, well, that's going to give us some inventory to work with. That you just saw in that beautiful winewood handle with the star cap was a Valley Forge. One of the very first Valley Forge fixed blade knives that ever came about. Well, we forgot we had about 48 of them, so now it's time for them to move us. It's time for us to move them out the door. That's a Valley Forge. Here is one of the Black Bear Customs. There are also the very sought after, a very popular, very well made Sharps brand. Sharps Cutlery, Sharps fixed blade knives. Most of those, however, are going to be on the low inventory side. Now, for those of you that follow what I'm getting at, like, you know, we may have about 150 of this Ultimate Warrior fixed blade. We're going to move them out the door. Anyone who receives one of these at $12.25, and quite a few of you are, well, you just received one phenomenal value. This is not anything that we're really going to make the light bill with, folks, but it lowers our inventory, it lowers the taxes that is paid on the inventory, and it gives all of you a very good deal. It's one of the favorite Sharps that I think that we've had. I love that beautiful multi-wood handle. It's good looking stuff. That was the Defender. We're going to have some that are going to be done in a stack. Let me get this old stack leather one out there. Watch out. I don't want to knock everything over. That one's got a tooled finger guard in it. It's not by any means one of the largest. This knife usually is about $18.75 wholesale. Those of you that receive one of these, I like that design. It's oil on the blade. It's got oil on the handle. Also, it's stainless, folks. There's really nothing stain-free. So yours will have oil on your blades as well. Look at that precision ground edge. That's a heck of a deal at $12.25. And those of you that receive one of those, there's the Flying Falcon, one of our military designs. We have several of the Pitch Black series buoys that we're doing. Here's another one of the custom pieces. That is going to be from Whitetail Cutlery. It's another mega 16.5 inch. That blade was designed after the original Nautilus with all that tooling. You have winewood, you have torch bone handles. I've got an example of some of the sheaths that you're going to get. Like I said, the chipways are mostly done in leather. Machetes, everybody's going to at least get one machete. Some of you may get 2. They have shoulder harness sheaths, except for the Okapi now. The Okapi do not have sheaths. They're going to be heavy 1680 denier sheaths. They're going to be ballistic style sheaths. Chipaway have leather sheaths. Just a very large variety. What we want to do is we want to give everybody the best possible variety that we can come up with. We're not in the business to play shit back and forth. So in other words, when you purchase one of these collections, we want it to go to your home, we want your business, wherever you're having it sent to, and we want you to be overly impressed with it. We want you to like it, folks. We don't want the knives back. Receiving the knives back, basically, it just defeats the purpose of what we're doing. You have that 30 days. Please 20 fixed blade knives. Take that opportunity, whether you use the flex payment option or not. Some people do, some people do not. That's entirely up to you. Get these knives that major, drastically reduced shipping price of $7.99. That is, by the way, ground freight, and it is to the lower 48 states, that special $7.99 shipping and handling. But we have a lot of working knives, and again, we kind of gear toward the time of the season, but there are also going to be some that are discontinued, like that are not going to return back in inventory. We want those Akapi machetes back in stock. We just got to wait and see what happens. We want the Howling Wolf. It's going to come back in stock. You know, it's just it's a major custom piece for us. It's got a lot of value. It's a $200 retail. Heck, by the time you're seeing the program, folks, it may have already gone up a couple of dollars here and there with the way the steel is going. This particular item, like we have on the wall plaque, all right, now that's not going to come with the sheath, and that's real. I mean, it is a knife. And in reality, it is designed to use, but most people are not going to use that. We only had room to show you the buck, the fallow deer, or no, it's a red stag, excuse me. I believe there's also some of the black bear left, and a grizzly bear, and then there is a few American bald eagles and some wolves that we're doing with the wall plaque. That's a stag-along handle. Again, there are no sheaths that are going to come with that particular fixed blade or the two copies. Then let's see what we have. These are a clearance item that we're doing with that magnificent American bald eagle on them. They're not going to be returning. You know, the fact of the matter is, there are more knives than we have room to show. But this, in my opinion, this absolutely gives everybody an incredible, it gives you the idea of what's going on a Fistful of Blades, which is something that we normally only do after the holidays. And the reason for that, as I explained earlier, is simply for numbers, inventory, low availability merchandise, quantity availability merchandise. But we'll also usually do a summer end, little quick inventory. So this item will come about usually around that period of time, these big, huge, mega deals like you see. So all in all, there are probably about 3 times a year that we do these big gargantuan fixed blade blowouts like what you're seeing. But we've done smaller ones on some of the other shows that we do with some of the other dealer sets. But as far as anything quite like to this magnitude, no, we have never ever made it available on this special cable network show. So try one out. It's $245 for 20 brand new, absolutely mint. There is again, they're not returns, they're not seconds, they're not anything like that. If the boxes had a little dust on them, well, they're going to be wiping some of the dust off, and at least we'll try to get most of it. But all in all, they are absolutely 100% good, all around perfect knives. This is one that I hope you take advantage of, because it's not often done. Like I said, many of you, this is the very first time that you've ever seen anything like what we're doing here. Folks, what it boils down to is we're selling fixed blade knives at pocket knife pricing. And I wish I could take credit for coming up with this particular deal, but that was all James A. Frost. You know how I know he did it, folks? Because we saw him back there counting fixed blade knives in that inventory. It's so big he has to drive around a golf cart, and that's no joke. That's 100% straight up serious. But yeah, this is one that he has built, that he has come up with, and when I say that, I know for a 100% fact, folks, this is a good one. This is a winner, and you're going to enjoy it. But I can't do anything for you if you do not call the toll-free telephone number. It's not going to cost you one single penny, and like I said, I mean, $7.99 shipping and handling the lower 48, and you're receiving 20 fixed blade knives. One of those is a 16.5-inch custom. The other one is going to be a machete. Well, you're going to have at least a 25-inch overall length in a box, so that is a money saver. Some of these knives, well, they can add up to a lot of weight. I'm going to pick this one up again because I like the other Ultimate Warrior, but I don't believe that this is going to be coming back anytime soon. Look at the amount of steel in that knife. I don't even know if it can be built for $12 $1.25. That's in black forest wood. Oh, by the way, there might be a couple of few, not many, that are done in a brown pack of wood handle. Look at all that 3CR13 stainless steel. That's actually a stainless steel T-guard and a stainless steel pommel. And look at the size of the pins, the rivets. That's a lot of steel in that knife for those of you who are going to be receiving one of those. Let me see if I can get it back on there. Don't be messing around with me. I don't have time for all that. All right. The stack leather. There's the Alaskan Trail. I've mentioned the Quicksilvers. We have Tack Extremes. There are some chipaways. And now, all in all, the chipaways, and 90%, maybe even a little more than that, of all of the chipaways are going to come with leather sheaths, but not all of them do. Most of the chipaways that we have, if you actually end up receiving one of those, they're low quantity items because the chipaway, just like the Sharps brand of fixed blade knives, they are hot. They have been for years, and they're not going to change. They're going to be, people have bought them, so the inventory level on them is going to be just a little bit less, but we're showing you a couple of few of them that are in the collection out of probably about the 7 that we actually have that we're going to be utilizing to get out the door. We don't want to count the merchandise anymore, folks. We don't want it back. We want you to be 100% totally satisfied. We want you to be so satisfied that you want to call us and order another collection, or see if we have another collection that is available at that $245. Now, I mentioned moments ago, a little earlier, there are a lot of customers that purchase from us. There are a lot of dealers that purchase from us and buy merchandise on this special show that we do on these the cable programming, and that you might consider purchasing too. Because, and the reason that I say that is because you buy one of these collections, we send it out to you, you receive it, you open it up, and you are ecstatic. That's what we want. We want you to be ecstatic. And then you look at all of the knives and you start thinking to yourself, well, you know, I could go ahead and use another collection. I want to buy another deal of Fistful of Blades while they still have them. Well, there is going to be, that's no problem, and it'll be a good set, but is it going to be identical to the one that you received? There goes one of those heavy sheaths. More than likely, it's not. I mean, there are going to be knives that are going to be different, but usually that's okay. So if you're interested in two, right now is the best time. There is no better time than to make the purchase right now. One is good, folks, but if you can get two of these and you shopped with us, this is going to be something that you are just going to be happy, tickled, absolutely 100% pink over, folks. 20 fixed blade knives, 20 Bowie knives for only a $245 price tag. You got you a winner there, Jim Frost. You built a good one right here. Moving the merchandise out. You know, like I said, this is not anything that we'll pay the light bill on, but it helps us. We're helping you with the price, and it'll also get us new customers, new viewers. Those of you, especially the ones that want to start making a little additional extra money selling knives, or maybe you're going to be going into retirement and you enjoy knives. It's a good way to start out. One of these money-making items like what you're seeing here, and it's coming at a perfect time. As I mentioned, the warm weather is upon us. People like fishing, including myself. Knives seem to have a tendency to work real good if you fish and you catch fish. Turkey season. There are a lot of people that are, they're spending more time outdoors than ever, camping, hiking, or anything like that. It's always, I think, a good idea if you're out in the woods, or a park, state park, or anything like that, or a vast amount of woods, you need you a knife to carry along with you, folks, because you just never know. All right, so we have Sharps fixed blades that we're doing. I've just realized that I do not have a whole heck of a lot of time left. As a matter of fact, we're down to just about around 4 minutes or so. So it's time to make up your mind, folks. Like I said, I can't call the 800 toll-free telephone number for you. I wish I could. I wish I could buy one of these collections for you and send it to you. But I can't. It is going to be up to you. Just call us. we're going to send you 20 fixed blades. All right, you're going to have this one absolutely 100% guaranteed. Look at the blade on that Howling Wolf. That is an incredible $199.95 of retail value. Then there are going to be 18 more fixed blades that you're going to receive. Not at folders or anything. This is all fixed blade knives, Bowie knives. Of the other 19, one of those is going to be one of the machetes. As I mentioned, we have tack extremes. To me, they've kind of changed a little bit. They are still machetes because of the overall size of them. They're almost just like a very large 2+ foot in length Bowie knives, fixed blades, with the new designs that they've come across with. And I mentioned the shoulder harness sheaths. Those are the tack extreme. They'll have the shoulder harness sheaths. If you receive one of the copies, because we can't replace them, built in South Africa, we can't get them anymore. They are not going to have a sheath. All right, they're made over in South Africa by a tool and die company since 1902, but they do not have sheaths, and they're 1095 carbon. The majority of the other knives, the blades that we're going to include in a fistful, and that's I got a fistful of sheaths right here. You can just imagine if they were full of knives. Fistful of blades for folks. Most are going to be in a stainless steel. A 3CR13, a 420, a J2 stainless steel. There might be some that you receive in a 440 grade. There's a few here and there that are going out the door that might even have some of that incredible high quality, high caliber steel that we obtain out of Germany, and it is 4116. This is fun. All right. When I look at these collections, when I get to talk to you about a collection like what you see in Fistful of Blades, to me, it is just fun. It's like Christmas time. You don't know what you're going to receive. We've got all of these, and then we've got some more, but you're going to receive something. We want you to be happy, and it's fun, and we want you to enjoy it. I want you to enjoy it to the point and be so satisfied with it to the point where we get a second phone call from you, all right, where you purchase another one at the $245 price tag for 20 fixed blade knives. That's what I'm really looking toward. One is absolutely good, and there are going to be people that do not need more than one box, but there are a whole heck of a lot of you out there that buy these, trade, resell, do all kinds of stuff where, 20 fixed blades is awesome, 40 fixed blades magnificent. You start getting 60 fixed blades, now you are in business, folks. Visit us at cutlerycorner.net. We literally have hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of additional knives that are available. We're on YouTube. We do all the Facebooking and things like that. Cutlerycorner.net. You can go there and you can watch free of charge. You can stream our live show. It has all of the hours that our live show is going to be on. It's just a good website that is full of hundreds and thousands of knives, super deals, super specials. It changes all the time. Closeouts, prototypes. We have everything that more than I can even talk to you about. But until then, Fistful of Blades 2020 style, folks. Call, give us an order, and let us hear from you. This is one you're going to like.
The preceding was a paid program for Cutlery Corner, brought to you by Frost Cutlery.